going to be doing a requested video, and this is my brow routine. So I have very, very sparse brows. If you've seen any of my tutorials or get ready with me videos, you will know that my brows are very sparse. Not only in the brow itself, but each individual hair is very, very thin, and so I have to take many measures to ensure that my brows stay in place, are well groomed, and they last throughout the entire day. So I'm going to walk you through the grooming of my brows, the filling in of my brows, and how I get them to stay all day long. So I am going to show you all the products that I use, and I will be sure to put links down in the description box below for where you can purchase them. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Okay, so we're gonna need a few tools. The first one is a brow pencil. This is Nyx's Microbrow, and it has a spoolie on one side, pencil on the other. Super similar to Anastasia's Brow Wiz for half the price. It is absolutely amazing. So for beginners, I would recommend filling your brow in first. This is going to help you create the shape that you want. I definitely recommend going in with your own special eyebrow shape that you already have, and filling it in is really going to help to define that so that you know exactly where that is, and when it comes time to grooming and plucking, you're not going to over pluck if you filled them in ahead of time. So that's what I'm doing here. Just taking the pencil and then filling them in according to my own particular brow shape. Again, that might be trial and error for you, but just do it a few times before you start to pluck. And now I'm just doing the other side. Remember that your brows are never meant to be 100% identical. They're kind of like sisters and not identical twins. If anybody's curious about how far to go in, you can just take the pencil and from your nostril go straight up, and that's how far it goes in. On the outside, just take it from the nostril to the outer corner of your eye, and that is how far your brow should go out. So just a little tidbit. For tweezing, I like to use these tweezers. They're like very thin and very small. And if you have thin brow hair like me, it's so hard to find tweezers that work. And so these are perfect because it grabs the hair perfectly, and I can get very, very close to like my actual filled in brow and not worry about, you know, over plucking or grabbing like 1,000 hairs at one time. So remember to only pluck the hairs that are underneath the brow that you filled in and not in the actual brow itself. Sometimes I also like to go above the brow if there are any stray hairs that I see up there, but be very, very careful not to over tweeze, especially if you have thin brows already. So after I've done that, I like to set my brows with a wax. This is a clear wax by Nyx. I like it because it's in pencil form, but the one I'm using is by Billion Dollar Brows, and it's a pencil, but it really acts as a colored wax, and I like this a lot better. I used to hate this thing. I almost took it back, but then I figured out how to use it best for me. And so I'm just gonna go in, and this helps to keep the brow hairs in place. And when you have very thin brows, you wanna make sure that that is something that you do. Now I'm taking an angled brush and I'm gonna set everything with eyeshadow. So I'm just combining two different colored eyeshadows. I wanna go from light to dark, and that's what I'm doing with my angled brush. This angled brush is amazing, by the way. It's by Crown Brush, and I go in with the lighter shadow on the inside and then the darker shadow on the outside, setting both the wax and the pencil. This next step is optional, but I like to do it especially after I pluck because I'm taking a concealer, either that pencil or just a regular concealer, and I'm carving out my brow. So I'm going right underneath my filled in brow with the concealer, and I'm taking this flat brush and I am just blending it all in. And what this does, one, it's gonna help conceal the redness so that my eyebrows aren't red when I go out, but also it really helps to define my brow and highlight my brow bone, which I need, and then I just blend it out with my finger and then apply the rest of my makeup, and I'm all done. Okay guys, I hope that that was helpful for anybody who has sparse brows like me, or people who have who've never done their brows and are kind of a brow beginner. Leave any questions or comments down below, or if you have any other brow products that you'd like to recommend to me or to everybody else who's watching, leave those comments down below as well. I hope you guys are having a really awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.